Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you my favorite custard cake, Basque cake or gateau Basque. It's an amazing, flavorful cake. All I know, I tried this cake at a French restaurant and I was hooked. I wanted to know the recipe and make it at home. And it turns out exactly the way I like it every single time. Let me show you the inside of this cake. It's a very fragile and very good tasting cake. You're gonna love it. And it's easier than you think to make. And the cake is still warm, but I wanted to cut into it to show you the inside. And look at that great custard. Amazing. You're gonna love this cake. Let's get started. First thing I always do is prep the pan, and I have a 9-inch cheesecake pan. I'm gonna add a little bit of melted butter all over the inside of the pan. Add a parchment paper and add a little bit of flour to make sure nothing will stick. So the dominant flavor in this cake is the vanilla. That's why I'm gonna add a real vanilla bean inside my custard. I'm gonna scrape the inside of 2 vanilla beans. I'm gonna use one for the custard and the other for the crust. But if you don't have vanilla bean, you can absolutely use vanilla bean paste or vanilla extract. You'll have great flavor as well. I'm gonna start making the custard. I add the milk to the saucepan, add a little bit of sugar. And please know that I leave all the amounts and all the ingredients in the description box below. I whisk very well. I add a little bit of semolina and I let the milk come to a boil. In another bowl, I'm gonna whisk the vanilla bean that I scraped from one pod. I'm gonna add to that some cornstarch, the 4 egg yolks, and the rest of the custard sugar. I whisk until combined. And when the milk comes to a boil or close to a boil, I'm gonna add a little bit of the milk mixture to the egg mixture to temper it, and then get everything back to the stove and let it boil and thicken. A very simple but flavorful custard to make. Towards the end, I'm gonna add a little bit of heavy cream. I'm gonna let the custard cool completely, covered in plastic wrap in the fridge. For the cake, I'm gonna start by adding the softened butter. Add to that a mix of white and brown sugar, almond flour, a little bit of salt, the seeds of another vanilla bean, and I'm gonna mix until everything is well combined. When all the ingredients are combined, I add 1 egg at a time. Last thing here, I'm adding a little bit of baking powder to the flour, and I'm using cake flour. You can definitely use all-purpose flour, it doesn't matter. I add the flour to the mixture and mix just until combined. The easier way to handle the crust is add it to a pastry bag, and we're gonna pipe it in the pan, just like I'm gonna show you right now. Use a spatula or the back of a spoon to smooth the crust. We're gonna raise the edges. We're gonna fill them with the custard mixture, the cooled custard mixture, just like you're seeing right now. I smooth and fill in the gaps, and then I'm gonna pipe another layer of the crust to top the whole thing and to cover all the custard. Remember, nothing has to be perfect. Piping the rest of the crust on top of the whole thing. After smoothing the whole thing, the last thing I want to do is an egg wash, and then draw a design with the fork, whatever design you like. While heating the oven, I'm gonna place the cake in the fridge to cool a little bit, and I'm gonna bake at 350 for 30 to 40 minutes or until it's done. And I know it's done because it develops a nice color. What a great day to be enjoying a cup of coffee or a cup of tea with this amazing cake. I hope you give it a try soon, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my recipes, and follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. The links are gonna be in the description box below. And until next time, bon appétit!